Can you see that, Eric?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. What time is it there where you're at?
We are in Norway, and the time is now 7 o'clock in the evening.
7 o'clock in the evening.
So we are 7 hours behind you.
Yeah. How cold is it? We're about 45 today. It's been really, really cold. So
we talk about Celsius here in Norway. So this morning we have around 10 minus at Nova time. I think it's 6, 7 minus, maybe 8.
wow.
So it's quite cold here also, but
yeah,
we are in the south part of Norway, close to the sea. So, but if you go further up, it's much, much colder.
Wow. Wow. I won't complain then.
No, but I also see that you have a minus 10 to 15 degrees Celsius this week.
Yep, we've had that a couple. The wind chills have not been great, but hopefully we'll get out of there. Look forward to the spring weather coming up.
Yeah, and also here, since you are close to the sea, it's 10 minus up in the hill. It's much 10 degrees down here with the sea is much colder than you have up in the mountains because it's much drier up there.
Yes. Yep. Well, again, I just want to start off by thanking you for being here. Hopefully others will be able to listen to this later on. The whole purpose of this is to do a little Q&A to guide you as parents with wisdom and knowledge of what's going on our campus, and just for us to communicate and connect. We want to support you as parents and so that you can support your students better here at Sterling College. We want to, hopefully give you guys relevant topics and information through this Warrior Wire time, and just be here and support whatever we can do to help your student be successful here. Today, our main topic is our campus safety, and I just want to inform you about what we do for campus safety with all the things that go on in the nation, and sometimes that can be scary for parents, especially that have their students away on a college campus. But I'm here to reassure you that here at Sterling College, we take our campus safety very seriously. We have a committee that meets once a month, and we go, it could, and the chief of police from our community attends that. Our Title IX director attends that, our nurse, and then a few others that are department heads across campus. Probably one of the major things that we do for campus safety is we use what we call the E2 system, which is a texting and app system. We just tested it last week to where we sent out a test alert, and it should have pinged all their cell phones. It even came through email, and we're able to, if there was a tornado, severe weather coming, heaven forbid we'd have an active shooter, that's the kind of communication that would hit those students and give them a brief what to do in that situation when we sent those. So we felt like, we do that every year at the beginning of the year and at the beginning of the semester again, and for the spring semester. We also do what we call wellness checks at least once or twice a month, and those are we talk safety, but we're also talking just the wellness of our campus as far as kids taking care of themselves. Are they staying clean? Are they keeping the rooms clean? Those are the purpose of the wellness checks, and just kind of trying to hold them accountable to be clean, and doing their laundry, taking trash out, all that stuff that are the purpose of the wellness checks. We also, for safety reasons, we've also put cameras. There's new cameras across campus that get added about every year, just for the safety of our students. And, those are more of a preventative thing. They're always a reactive thing because you always go back. But hopefully they help prevent, outside sources coming onto campus to try to, steal stuff, whatever it may be. But we do have the cameras active on our campus, which has been a blessing. It's something we've continued to add. They're not cheap, but they are effective in helping us, prevent crimes happening on campus, but also, again, helping us react to certain situations if we have issues. And the police department has access to those cameras as well, so that helps us. We also have, I don't know if this kind of falls into campus safety, but it's more of a care. Just recently, we had a student really want to start a care closet for our students, and they got an email about it. They can email in for help if they need, just small things like toothpaste, toothbrush, floss, shampoo, soap, even clothes. If they need extra clothes, this care closet receives donations and special funding to be able to be open. So the students have access to that, and that's a nice new addition that we've added just this semester. I also wanted to go into our cafeteria a little bit. And this is all communicated to our students. Sometimes our students get what we call cafeteria fatigue, where they just, there's different foods in different areas, but it's always the same routine and stuff. So they go through a little bit of food fatigue, but I can assure you that our cooks and our head director is doing a great job of really trying to bring variety to our cafeteria. These are just some of the things that they do. Students can text live to them that, hey, the food, the salad needs changed out, or, they can give off recommendations of what they would like to see served. And usually Rashid does a really good job of meeting those students' needs. Also, if they're in a rush, they can purchase the meals to go. It's an investment of $8.50. But they get this box, a hard plastic box that they can fill their food up and head off to class or whatever they're in a rush for. So there's just a lot of good things that they do. But this is, again, we communicate this to the students, and sometimes they don't read their emails, so they miss out on these opportunities and understand that we do provide for them in Chartwells, which is our cafeteria. It also, comes with they have a Chartwells app that they can put on their phones, and Chartwell sometimes puts out messages about what they're serving, maybe the menu for that day, or maybe it's a special. Students can also reply on the app, whether it be something they really liked or something they didn't like. So they have easy access to communicate with their food service. Upcoming events we have coming up, we have a blood drive, which the community comes on campus for that as well, but all students are encouraged to go give blood, and if they can, and it's been a very, very beneficial thing for the Red Cross, and so we're grateful to host them. Spiritual life, just to update, we do this has been going on all year. Man Mondays are basically men only Bible study, that's held in, I believe, Campbell Hall. And then the table in the women, that's an all women's Bible study. So we have those available to all of our students. CAB, SGA, and FCA, they have a lot of big things going on right now. As you can see, Monte Carlo night, which is just a fun night where they get to come in and play casino games, but it's all fake money. But if they make so much, they get prizes at the end, things like that. So it's pretty cool. The kids dress up and get to go downtown. We actually host that at Studio 96 downtown. So it's a pretty neat event. FCA is hosting a skate night in Hutchinson where kids will go skate and just have a blast. Hall events each month. The hall events, we're trying to incorporate soft events and big events, I guess you could say. The softer events are, we're encouraging our RAs to, passively, encourage their halls with, they might have them over for just have an open door of just having cookies, drinks for them to visit. Or they may just simply give them a note with a candy bar on it saying, good luck this week, that type of thing. So that we're encouraging those type of events. The bigger events, like we just had one over in one of the girls' dorms where all the dorms come together and they had a blast doing what they call a rave, which is basically they did some games and karaoke, live music. So the kids really enjoyed that as well. Intramurals is also pretty active this time of year. They have indoor soccer coming up, bowling, just some activities that the kids, we hope, get involved. These are events that we spend quite a bit of time planning and money, and we just hope the kids enjoy that time and get together and not necessarily, it's more about hopefully the socialization and just coming together as a group away from their studies, away from their activities, and just bonding. Wanted to remind everyone still our academic resources we have inside the library each week. I'll go back up here. Academic success, we have a meeting. It's called ASR meetings every week. And this committee, it actually stands for Academic Success and Retention. We meet weekly every Thursday, and we discuss, students that come up. We have what we call a tracker. If they're missing class, their GPA is low, haven't been getting alerts from professors. Put those kids up on a tracker to where we can have personal conversations with those students of, hey, what's going on? Why is this happening? So we're trying our best not to let students fall through the cracks, but ultimately we can only do so much. We can continue to encourage them. We can continue to offer them the resources, but it's up to them to accept those opportunities. So we hope they're taking advantage of those and seeking help if they need it. But we do offer tutoring, in-person tutoring. We have online tutoring, which has been very, very popular because they can do it whenever they want. They can get it's a 24-hour service. They can get into multiple languages, and usually there's a live person somewhere in the United States that they can connect with to get help on whatever study they have. And that's on their campus as well. It's easy access. We do have study halls that they can attend. I want to encourage parents, if your student had a 504 or an IEP in high school, you can still get that help here in college. It looks a little different, but you have to communicate that. We can't ask for it. So you have to communicate that with Brett Couture in Student Success, and he's located in the library. And you would just basically submit that paperwork, and then he and his staff would develop a plan and sit down with your student and their professors. Other outside resources, a lot of you might be hearing about this AI, artificial intelligence, software. I believe Microsoft just purchased it. Students can basically come up with any topic. It could be write me a 5-page paper on Sterling College's history. And in 30 seconds, they've got a paper in their hands. Now, it isn't their original thought. It is an integrity violation here at this college. And they are coming up with ways to detect if it's the student's writing. Now, our professors obviously know their students. With smaller numbers, they know their students' writing. So I just wanted to encourage you to understand that, you know, we want the students to use resources, but they also have to understand that some resources out there could, you know, be a violation of integrity according to the academic policies. So we want them to be cautious of those resources and not lose their original thought when they're doing those type of things. But our academic team is on top of those things. It's been in the news quite a bit, but you know, when it becomes public like that, people, you know, other things are developed to where those things can be detected if they are using those to help them. But we want them to use the resources in the right way. You could still use something like that to be beneficial and still keep your integrity and still use your thoughts when preparing papers and things like that. I just wanted to bring that to, if you had more questions on that, you could definitely talk to academics. One other thing, shout out to our SCO, our Sterling College Online. It's very, very popular. It's very, very reasonable. We're probably one of the cheapest online schooling in the nation. I shouldn't say, let's use a better word. How about affordable? It's not cheaper, it's just affordable. And this summer 1 and summer 2 open in April. Sorry, I'm reading my notes here. Open in April, but the schedule's up of what classes will be offered during that time. And this just, you know, summer sessions keep students engaged, could help them graduate sooner, helps them catch up if they're behind. So I take advantage of the SCO. Even, you know, maybe it's an adult that wants to catch up on some extra classes. We do offer a lot of great online classes through our SCO program. So please take advantage of that. Again, it's very affordable, probably one of the best in the nation. And again, registration won't open until April, but the schedules are up if you just search online on our website. Let's see. Again, I want to remind you ways that you can support your students, encourage them, read their emails, respond to those emails. If they're getting asked questions, sometimes our academic success team will email them that they need to come visit with them. They need to do that. Attend class, that's a big piece of success here. And just get engaged in those classes and ask questions, meet with the professors. That's what's great about being a smaller college. Most of the professors know each and every one of their students by name and are there for them and there to help them. Advocate for yourself. Again, if you need help mentally, seek counseling. If you're struggling academically, please seek academic support as well. So just encourage them to do those things. Again, here's the calendar, the important dates coming up as you can see, the second part of that with spring break. All of our students, our campus is not closed, so they will have to just fill out an application to stay on campus. There is no food open at that time, but they are allowed to stay in the dorms if they apply to, and they'll be getting emails out on that in February, late February, actually late February. Well, they'll get emails about if they're staying on campus during spring break. So please pay attention to those. I know flights and things like that could be kind of crazy. Just make sure your scheduling's, again, we don't want them having a flight when they're getting ready to take a final. The finals are very important, so please schedule around those. Be very, very, I'm sure the professors will much appreciate that. I think that's all I have. Eric, have you won a drawing yet? Because if you haven't, you're the winner because you're here. So you'll get these. If you want, I can give them to your. Is it your son that's here? All right. I will get that to you in the mail, email you and get your address, or I can give it to your son or daughter.
You can give it to my son. I can ask him to come to your office.
Absolutely. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions? I'll shut the
No,
recording.
but